now.
Well, let me do a quick check.
I share show notes with you? I sure did. I'm just gonna write down pin
Actually,
collection.
I will need to look at that too, to be honest. I was like, oh, do I have the shoutouts?
Ain't much in there, man. Which is fine.
Yeah, ain't much to what I've been playing this week, to be honest with you.
Yeah, ditto. Alright, so we have a pin collection for audio listeners. If you want to go to our YouTube channel, tvgp.tv, there's a link on the right hand side. I will try to describe them as much as I can orally as possible.
Support us orally.
That's right.
The good old joke.
Most importantly. So we have
Like, I only got the 3 of the Hollow Knight ones because I don't really care about the whole collection of the Hollow Knight pins.
You got the main character and the little worm, which is like the most important ones. And then like the grumpy knight there too.
Yeah, the grumpy guy. These are the ones, the Yakuza ones pins. I was just mentioning.
Yep.
Which I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, it's Kiryu and Majima are the two ones there.
Yeah, so they are the ones that have the
the flip open with the
flip open shirts.
Yep. Solid Snake with the flip open cardboard box. I bet that one too. I forgot it has a little exclamation mark above it. That's great. The
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, with the knife in its mouth.
Thanks to you, I got this one.
Yeah, vending machine from Citizen Sleeper 1, if I remember correctly. Yep.
These are my Monster Hunter Pokemon.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter Pokemon of Venusaur and a Bulbasaur. If I'm getting my Pokemon correct?
I believe so. Yes.
This is a good test.
Because I was a grass boy all the way through. I got my Goofy Monster Hunter pins here, which is they're just goofy versions of some of the monsters.
Sure.
My Xbox pin, my Rathalos pin.
Naturally.
Dusa from
from Hades.
Yes.
Yep.
I got my Isaac up here.
Naturally.
And I got my short hike pins here.
Oh, those are great. Two of the one is like the starry mountain climbing one, and the other one looks like it's one of the birds. Your bird.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's the bird doing like a diving glide off the mountains.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones where the lines are silvery, so it's a little bit hard to see. I don't think I have any pins in.
Yeah, that's like literally that's just for video games. Like I split all of the other ones out.
I just knocked so much stuff over. Sheesh. Yeah. I do actually have pins in reach. I have the James Turner Pokemon Chill set that came out a couple years ago. These ones are incredible. It's got my boy Sprigatito up there on the top. Sprigatito for life.
Nice.
And it's got this way.
Other camera.
It's got all of these Pokemon that are chilling and like having a summer retreat. So you have like Sprigatito on a beach towel. You've got Lechonk.
The famous surfing Pikachu.
Yeah, surfing Pikachu. You got Lechonk, Palmo. You've got the worst Pokemon, Quaxley. Don't fight me about it. Quaxley sucks. And then you got the garbage boy Quaxley here on the back. He's garbage.
Well, like my other ones, like this one, this pinboard right here is companies and random stuff. So that's got my companies, vacation, and random stuff, I should say. So in this highlighted area above my finger, if you watch the video, this little area here is all the pins I get on vacation. So I've got like the beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's is here. I've got Grogu from when I went to Disney. I've got a Six Flags pin, aquarium pin, Niagara Falls pin. Above that is like the giant bomb ones at the very top. I've got some alien ones in there too. A bunch of random miscellaneous ones at the bottom as well.
Sure.
That one over there is basically miscellaneous pins and wrestlers essentially.
Okay.
And streamers is this one.
Oh, okay.
So like I've got a bunch of like cat pins, like the cat butthole pin that I showed once is in that one.
Yep.
There's got a couple of Disney ones in there too, a bunch of wrestling ones. My Danhausen one is in there. Gender is a Lie is in there too somewhere.
Hmm.
MJF is in there. I've got all of that. And then like literally sitting on my desk next to me is like more pins
Yeah, I have like
that I need to actually put up.
a couple Disney pins here. Like there's a really cool Tiana's pin here of like the big. I can't. I'm gonna put my hand behind it. Big like Tiana scene there because I like that movie. There's a very cool Oogie Boogie one here.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this one's it has like the gold lining. I got a couple other ones here because every once in a while, my wife will find cool ones at Disney. I also have a Bungie, excuse me, some Bungie ones, random ones here because I'll buy some for emblems. This is a Vex Mythoclast one. So you got a bunch, some of the exotic collection ones. I'm lousy with Bungie pins. I have an entire box over here somewhere that just has Destiny pins in it.
Well, I'm definitely missing at least one pin from this box of pins next to me because I've got two mystery bag Marvel ones, which is Cap and Spider-Man. I have my Buffalo Zoo pin, which I've been to the Buffalo Zoo like 4 times, and I realized recently that I never actually got myself a pin from it.
It's a cool like green and blue logo pin.
Yeah, it's got like a lion, a bunch of different animals in the design. Like it's hard.
Yeah, it's a little
very
hard to see. I think because of how small it is.
Yeah, but it's a cool little design. But I bought that on my most recent trip to Buffalo, which again, you're aware of the importance of that trip.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And for anyone that might be recently listening to the show, we're not trying to like build up mystery or like keep stuff secret. It's just like the most personal stuff that we don't really necessarily want to talk about on the show. Either like we can't do to like privacy stuff or like work stuff or family stuff or stuff that we kind of don't want to. We as much as we try to be transparent, especially on the outcast of like what's going on in our lives and fun stories and stuff like that. There is stuff that I'm, you know, any of us are still aren't.
Yeah, we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is my latest Monster Hunter pin.
Oh, I like that. A Palico.
He's really, really cute.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
This is Ray Narvaez Jr.
Okay.
Who is a streamer.
A like really sad looking Ray just sitting down.
This is his wife, Tina.
Okay. With like a bag or something?
It's a hoodie.
Okay.
Specific...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, Moon is taking off the headphones.
And, look what happened, Boston.
That's right. Moon's the inner like squishy part on the headphone was staying on Moon's ear. Well, he's gone. Hi, chat. Hello. How's everyone doing? I had to turn down my air conditioning. It's 85 in here. A little I like it toasty. That's a little too toasty. All right, Moon is returning. Oh, Moon has a sweatshirt on.
It is actually
headphones back.
The color swap of this hoodie specifically.
Okay. Got a brand new hoodie.
Because yes, I have several. They're not doing clothes anymore. They're shutting down the apparel side of their merchandise store. And they have the softest hoodies I've ever worn in my life.
Clearing out the stock.
So I totally went and bought like 5 new hoodies and was just like, I don't care.
That's right. Like it's an investment.
One of them is, yeah, and one of them is the burnt out hoodie that I bought. So I'm more than happy.
Right.
And my final 2 pins here.
Okay, we'll do that before we start.
Is good for this episode because Nimp isn't here. I'm not going to tell you what that is in case he listens to this episode.
I don't know. I can't even tell what that is.
Don't worry, you won't. Pharaoh, you should really check out the version of this section. I'm just saying.
I'm going to guess that they are supernatural related pins.
Yes, they are.
Gotcha.
They are both supernatural related.
Okay.
Because apparently the person who's the hardest to buy gifts for, that's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You just buy some pins. That's all you gotta do.
That's true. There's thousands of them out there. Maybe even 1,001.
And I even managed to pick up a new one of those pin boards on sale for like 75% off. So I was like, I'll take that. So now that's sitting right over here next to me.
Ready to be filled up.
Waiting to go, baby.
That's right. All right, are you ready to get started?
Sure, I guess.
All right.
I should take off my hoodie, but I'm not going to.
That's all right. You look cozy. It's summer. It'll be fine. All right, let's get started.
It's 90 degrees. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to a brand new episode of That Video Game Podcast, aka TVGP. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me, as always, is Moonpier.
Hello.
The Nip is off this week. He will hopefully be returning with us next week. Let's do a quick plug here at the top. This show is listener supported, which we always greatly appreciate. And if you'd like to support us as well, you can do so over at e1m1.cash.
It's the number one, by the way.
$5 a month tier is the recommended one. That gets you everything. Anything above and beyond that is greatly appreciated. Anything below that is super cool too. Got 4 tiers over there. $5 tier is fun for a $5 for you classic TVG peeps out there. Gets you everything, the exclusive uncensored Outcast every week, all the non-video game stuff that's going on in our life. I have a monster list from this week, largely centered around 1, food, shocking, I know, 2, anxiety, shocking, I know, and then 3, a pin collection.
Yes.
Those are all always really great episodes, and like everything else, we don't delete those. So if you sign up to become a patron now, you have there's hundreds of Outcast episodes out there right now, if I remember correctly. So all of those are available. You get early access to We Rug Like It and Critical Misses. You get exclusive access to the Critical Misses production meeting. Season 38's production meeting goes up, I think, next week at the time of the recording, so you can get in and get on those. Those are always a blast, each and every one of them. And then you get exclusive access to the Wayward Sons, the Supernatural TV show watchcast that Moon and Nimp are going through. All of that and more, e1m1.cash.
Those ones are the numbers. And also tell your friends. Support us orally.
Yes. Tell as many people as you can. And there's other ways to support us we'll talk about at the end of the show.
Like, comment, subscribe, so on and so forth.
That's right. One quick plug here as well. We did just release, and it's out now if you're listening to the audio version, the Game Club episode for Tactical Breach Wizards. I just remembered the name of that game. We have that out. That was a really good conversation. You'll be surprised who didn't like that game. Go listen. Moon just came across the live stream. I didn't know it did audio. For our audio listeners, Moon did some sort of clapping emoji that also did some nightmare soundboard clapping. So go check that out. Our next game is And Roger, which sometimes you'll see it written out as like a blank space and Roger. So we're going to play that for this next month. That's available on PC. All right, Moon, what have you been playing this past week?
Well, you know how I got my achievements back to like a regular normal number, right?
Yeah, and you're gonna sail off into the sunset. Everything is fine forever.
I didn't mess it up. You're fine. I didn't mess it up.
Okay.
Believe me, if I would have done that the week after I put it back up again, I would have lost my mind.
Yep.
But like, those were the games that I was playing where I was like, I don't have to think. I don't have to do anything.
Right.
I sit here, hit button, brain goes brrrr, and then
I'm just vibing, baby.
Time goes past, and then I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, bed, not sleep. I don't sleep.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I needed a new one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into my Xbox. I went into my game library.
Mm-hmm.
I went to all owned games.
Okay.
I organized by date.
Oh, okay.
And rather than playing the latest hotness,
Yeah.
I scrolled all the way to the bottom.
That's right. Reverse chronological, descending. Ascending.
Well,
One of those.
I would love it if it did a descending sort order, but it doesn't. I just have to scroll.
Bummer. Come on, Microsoft.
And if you know anything about me, that's a lot of scrolling.
You're scrolling for a while, yeah.
And then I played the newest hotness, Trivial Pursuit Live.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to be talking about...
See if Boston can pull up a video of this.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find one. I was thinking you were going to, like, get to something you've been looking forward to playing for years and you just haven't gotten to it, and it finally got there. You're finally going to play Choo Choo Rocket or something. Nope. Trivial
Choo Choo Charles. I'm looking forward to playing that now that it's on Xbox. And I picked it up when it was on sale too. But that was a recent purchase, so that will have to wait.
Okay, I got to give a big shout out here to World of Long Plays on YouTube for having the only long play of Trivial Pursuit Live. It is 36 minutes long.
And to give you an idea of how like old this game is, it's part of its core UI is the Uplay, like the Uplay rewards.
Great.
Which doesn't exist anymore.
Nope. So
I needed 2 achievements in this game. That's why I was like...
The last 2 achievements, or were you just out for 2 specific ones?
The last 2 specifically, which was get every question right in a 5-round game and win 25 games.
Okay.
So, like, they're the 2 I needed. But it was one of those things where, like, I scrolled to the bottom of my list, and now this is not the first game I bought. But what I have a tendency to do is, in my own games list on the Xbox, when I have beaten a game, got the retail 1000, and I'm done with that game, and I'm never going to go back to it, I'll just hide it from the list so that it doesn't show up in that list anymore.
Oh, I see. Even, like, if you don't have it installed, it's just like, I'm going to hide this because, like, I don't need to do anything with this game ever again.
Exactly. So, like, you can choose to hide it. You can always go back and unhide all of the games you've hidden, but I treat that as the final countdown for a video game where it's just like, am I done with you? Am I 100% done with you? Let me think if I'm done with you. And then when I know I'm done with it, it gets hidden from the list and I move on with my life.
Out of sight, out of mind, completely.
Exactly. So, like, I spent most of this week just playing Trivial Pursuit games. Funny, I wanted a game where I didn't think. I played a game where I didn't think.
I was just about to say, we'll play a trivia game because I don't want to think. And I was like, wait, what?
So hey, Boston.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the biggest problem is with playing a Trivial Pursuit game that came out probably launch day on the original Xbox One?
Are there a lot of, like, pop culture questions from 10 years ago? 15 years ago?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, no. Like, here's one on the stream right now. Who wrote Life of Pi? Hey, man, I don't know. Great question.
Which was relevant then because the movie was being made then.
Exactly.
You know what's even funnier? The sports questions where it says, as of 2014, who of these baseball players have, like, hit 500 home runs? And
I'm
like,
just going to guess Shohei Ohtani. It's right 50% of the time.
Shohei didn't exist at that time,
He wasn't even born.
It was 2014. And I don't know if this is the longest gap in my achievement history, but it was literally almost 10 years to the day between achievements.
Oh, that's incredible.
In this game, between, like, the last one I got and then this one. No, not 10 years, 9 years to the day. Because it was, like, the last achievement I got was in, like, 2016.
Oh, jeez. That's great.
And I probably just gave up on it at some point, and then it just made its way off. And my guess is it didn't transfer when I got to the Series X. The game didn't transfer over to that. That's why it was still on that list, but not installed.
Right.
Either way, I got the 2 achievements I need, and I don't know why I bothered doing it. I'm pretty sure this thing has been delisted from the stores
Right.
at this point. Like, it would not surprise me at all if this thing is gone, period, from everything. But it was fun and stupid, and I enjoyed it because it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna just 1v1 a CPU and just comp stomp this until I get the 25 wins.
Yep.
Which, if you don't know what comp stomp is, I'm sorry that you were born after the time of peak internet and peak gaming.
You gotta Google it and hit know your meme.
Minus AI.
That's true. That's right.
Comp stomp minus AI, please, because I'm pretty sure with the way kids are talking these days, I'm pretty sure it means something completely different now.
It's probably very offensive. I apologize.
Yes. But no, it was fun. It was stupid. It was time wasty, and shockingly enough, I didn't have to think that much because my biggest weakness in category, actually, Boston, what is your biggest category weakness when it comes to Trivia Pursuit? I can run through the categories that I remember if you would like.
Is there a geography category?
There is. There is an entire pie slice geography.
It's that 200% of the time. I am the worst in geography in every form and fashion. I can never do it, and every time they're like, what country is next to this country? And I was like, you might as well just shoot me, because like I don't know. I'm never gonna know the answer to this.
Geography is my biggest weakness too. Like I'm okay with the rest, but geography is like, I think my entertainment score was like 71% correct. Okay. My geography score is like 40% correct. And I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
to be
that
honest.
Sounds right.
Like yeah, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, I hate geography too.
Yep, it's the worst.
Geography sucks. I can't even spell geography. Like, that tells you how bad right. I hate it.
Starts with a J naturally. I know that one.
Yes, which is ironic considering how much of a big hit like GeoGuessr is at this point in time in our modern day society, and how much I despise geography. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yep.
But yes, Trivial Pursuit Live. I beat it. I uninstalled it. I hit it.
Congratulations.
There's the final step for those who were very curious about the final step in my achievement hunting ways. Hiding it. That's the final step. Taking
them out behind the shed and putting them to sleep.
Putting 2 in it, which is 2 menu inputs.
That's right. Hitting A twice. I'm sorry, Trivial Pursuit. You were a good buddy.
Yeah, you did well. You lasted longer than I thought you would.
That's right.
I played a bunch of Grounded this week.
Okay.
Mostly it was just the running around and grindy parts, specifically hunting down the teeth that I was missing. Don't clip that. Don't take that out of context, please.
No, you're just playing Psychonauts too.
I know I'm English. I know I'm missing teeth. You don't have to make fun of me. Thank you. I
didn't even put that together. How dare you, listeners? How could you?
There you go. Yes. So I'm going around, I'm getting a bunch of mats for armor, I'm getting a bunch of loot for gubbins so I can make the armor stronger for the eventual infected broodmother fight that I'm going to have to do with a friend of the show, Rob. I will get us a full set of gear so he can help me get that achievement.
Right.
And in the process of doing so, I'm also going to try and get the 100% achievement.
Ooh.
Which is nightmarish.
I feel like in a lot of games, there's only 2 ways the 100% achievement goes. Where the one way is like, oh, that's it? You only have like 15 things? Okay, like whatever, that's easy. Or it's 8,033 things. Like there's no middle ground of like, this will take me a little bit of time, but it's not that bad. It's either this is easier than it should be. I
played the original Assassin's Creed games, yes.
Exactly. Like either this is easier than it should be, or this is an unwaking nightmare and this will scar me for the rest of my life. But I'm still going to do it.
This one is the unwaking nightmare aspect, I do believe.
Yeah.
Because not only do you need to, so I have the checklist here.
Okay. Do you have a spreadsheet?
Have you played? I don't have a spreadsheet, but I do have an interactive map that I'm using.
Oh, even better. Because I usually, if I go for 100% in some of these games, I'll usually like hit up Reddit and say, all right, has someone made a Google spreadsheet already that has all the checkboxes and all the wiki links and all that stuff that I can just copy into my own spreadsheet and then start filling out? Those are the true heroes.
I will usually do that with OneNote if I can be bothered,
Mm-hmm.
because I have OneNote on my PC, my phone, my tablet,
Sure.
on
I
everything
want someone else
essentially.
to do it for me, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So mapgenie.io
Oh,
has
okay.
this wonderful little
Okay,
checklist here, which is
Moon's
literally the 100% checklist.
yeah, Moon's showing a pretty basic checklist here on his phone,
But they can all be broken down and marked as collected and everything like that
and it looks
on
like
it.
they have a bunch of subcategories and stuff.
Yes, and they also have an interactive map where you can literally click on the thing that you're looking for, and it'll be like, okay, this tooth is in this location, and it has a little description of where it
Oh,
is with an image.
yeah, it shows it
So,
exactly on the map, and it says, okay, it's two branches up from the ground floor. You can get to it from X, Y, and Z. Sometimes here's a YouTube link.
yep.
Yeah.
They have a subscription service for the maps. I don't use it, so I don't really, because you can only do a certain amount without it.
Oh,
But just
okay.
so you know, that's the map.
So Moon is looking at what is allegedly a map, but it is completely blanketed with multiple colors of little pips and markers.
Yeah, that's why the filter is so important on this
Yeah,
website, where it's like, yeah, I don't want to look at this. I just want the things I need.
that's a
Well,
Ubisoft map, man.
oh, 100%, dude.
Yeah,
That is a 5 stages of early access map, is what this is,
that's
which
right.
is exactly what happened with Grounded.
Yeah.
But like the categories are like, it's a burgle chip, which is story related, field station, which I've already got them all. It's labs, which I've already got them all too. They're all story based. Landmarks, which is things like, oh, you found the baseball, you
Oh, okay.
found the juice box.
Exactly.
Uh, it's the mega milk molars, which are the teeth that you collect.
Hmm.
The data logs, which is all of the collectible like lore building world
Oh, sure.
things, which are not easily recognizable or highlighted in the world if you
Mm.
don't know exactly what you're looking for. So I know I'm missing a bunch of those. The mixes, which is the horde mode essentially, like little stationary horde modes. That's the thing me and Rob did
Oh,
a
okay.
while ago. And then
Excuse me.
the scab scheme, which is the wristband thing that you wear, like gives you the UI.
Mm.
There's different color schemes for it depending on what you want to customize
Oh,
it
that's
as.
fun.
You need you need to collect all of those. And then there's the other thing, which is like, peep all of the monsters, kill the
Hmm.
infected broodmother, do the 100 quests in the quest log.
Oh,
I
jeez.
have 2 left.
Oh man,
Um,
so close.
the 2 I have left are deal with the Ant Queens, which I'm not dealing with one of the other Ant Queens until Rob is playing with me,
Hmm.
because when I deal with that Ant Queen, I will peep every creature and get that achievement,
Oh,
and
okay.
Rob needs that one too.
Yeah.
Um, and then the only other quest in that is kill the infected broodmother.
Okay. You're right there. Super easy.
So
20 minutes. You're done.
I'm really close to the end of the game. It's the main
Yeah.
thing now is getting the armor set for the broodmother. And once I've done that, it's just me running around, stabbing things, trying to unlock the mutations I don't have. I need like 7 of them or something.
Okay.
And then once you've done the best part is anytime I want, I hit the button that ends the game. It gives me a report card. Again, great in world
Yep.
like lore. It's not a game over screen, it's a report card
So good.
because you're kids.
Love
And it
it.
gives you like it gives you a little hint at the bottom telling you the thing that you need to do
Oh, okay.
to get higher percentage. So anytime I want, I can just go and hit that button and be like, yeah, what do I need to do? What's the next thing I
That's
need?
really cool.
And then focus on that for a while. But I'm just chipping away at the things I know I need before I do that. And then yeah, I'm hoping I can get Rob his 100% achievement,
Yeah.
because I think that's one he definitely doesn't have. And considering how much he's helped me with this, then even better kind of thing.
Hmm.
And then I'm probably gonna do something stupid and hit the new game plus button just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what that entails, especially for a game like this.
So from what I understand, it's called the Remixer, and
Okay.
it takes you to an alternate dimension.
Oh, that's fun. Another great like
And so,
in-world reason to do
uh
this stuff.
Yep.
That's
And like
great.
the enemies drop different stuff, the crafting materials are different. You can upgrade everything further with new types of science, and like some of the drops aren't even like animal drops anymore. Now it's just like, oh, this animal dropped squiggly science.
Okay. That's fun. That's really cool.
Yeah, so like I'm probably gonna hit that button, see how it goes, because there is an achievement for hitting that button.
Mm-hmm.
There is also one for hitting that button and finishing the game again.
Oh boy. Okay.
That will depend on what happens when I hit that button. Because if I hit that button and it's like, congratulations, you're back in the garden again, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, like if you don't start with even like any of your, if you started with nothing like inventory wise, but your character upgrades and your investment on that stuff carried over.
That carries over.
Okay, well that might be
So
less
the
terrible.
milk molars all carry over.
Mm-hmm.
So the stat increases that the milk molars do, they carry over. But
Okay.
when you find new milk molars, because it respawns all of the milk molars too,
Oh.
it it resets it doesn't reset your stats, it resets the bars. So whenever you find new ones, you can do the same upgrades, and in, let's say your health was 200,
Right.
now you can take it from 200 to 400 if you get all of the milk molars
That's
in new
great.
plus.
That's really cool.
Like it seems like a really smart way to do it, but if
Yeah.
I don't have the zip line like Nightmare Factory that I've created,
Right.
and I have to run everywhere, I might be out.
Yeah, or like maybe that might be better though if like it's like okay, cool, you can rebuild these zip lines, but it's you're so heavily equipped that like it's going to be super easy to do it. Then that might be a little bit better,
Yeah.
but like I get the what you're going for of like I don't want to build this entire infrastructure again. Like that took me forever.
It did. It quite literally did. I'm terrified of looking at how much time I've spent in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking right now as we're speaking because I'm a sicko.
Well, I mean, you're amongst allies here because
This is not a safe space, dude.
this is a safe space because I'm doing the same thing in Death Stranding too. Of like, well, I need to
Yeah.
invest in my infrastructure. Strand games, we're Strand game buddies.
I mean, I want to look at how much time a friend of the show, Rob, has put into Death Stranding 1 Director's Cut on the Xbox.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh!
every time I load up a 10 on my Xbox, he's just in that.
Great,
And it's like, dude, come
I
on.
love it. Big
Come on.
props.
I have it too, and I really want to play it, but
Mhm.
also at the same time. Oh boy.
I think we've found a number.
Hold on a minute. I've got to start doing some math here because it doesn't give you hours, it gives you days.
Oh Lord. Microsoft, don't ever give me days.
Calculator. 24 times.
God, I like almost don't want to know. That's coming from someone who's played far too much Destiny 2.
So, you remember how you never wanted to do slash time in WoW?
Uh-huh. You always wanted to do slash
Was
Dominoes.
it slash time?
It was slash time, yeah. Or slash played? One of the two.
Yes. 123 hours.
You know what? That's not nearly as bad as I thought.
And that's across like 2 or 3 save files because I
Yeah.
did have a couple of save files I was playing with other people, which I no longer touch, and then I have the one I'm playing right now, which is mine and Rob's world that I built.
Right. I thought that was going to be worse. I thought you were going to be like 4,000. Something really, really rough.
Oh, it's like 5 days and 3 hours or something like
Yeah,
that. And it's
that's-
just like,
It's not as bad as I thought. We've all played
it's
stuff
still
for
a
longer.
lot for it's still a lot for a Honey I Shrunk the Kid survival game, though.
True. But just think of how many hours we have in something like Isaac. That's a number I don't want to know. Must pick up his phone again.
Actually, I don't think I can easily look at it
I can't
because
easily
on my phone I would need to like go to the last time I played it, which was a while ago at this point.
Yeah. Thankfully, we've kicked the habit for right now.
For right now. Also, it helps that right when we stopped playing it was when all of that stuff came out.
Mhm.
Wrongins abound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just anyway, the only other thing I played was Repo. It was Repo game night.
Mm-hmm.
So we mostly the mods worked this time.
Ish.
We had a couple of people dropping through loading screen issues every now and again, mostly end of the night. So
Sure.
I'm probably going to recommend a full uninstall of every single mod and then a fresh install of like the game and the mods essentially. Because I don't know if like there's carryover from previous mod files or anything
Oh,
like
sure.
that.
If something got all gummed up in there.
Yeah,
Right.
so I don't know if that is potentially an issue. It was the usual like repo madness. Um I will say one thing though, the shared upgrades is bonkers.
I can only imagine.
So like when you get one stamina upgrade, everyone in the team gets the stamina upgrade. So before you know it, you're like, yeah, I got 100 stamina, baby.
That's right. I'm sprinting for days.
Do you want to know how much of a difference that makes in survival?
I'm sure you're probably sprinting away from every monster that comes next to you.
No, it doesn't help in the slightest, dude.
Oh, really?
It turns out you're really just one bad turn away from just getting completely wiped,
Something
just like you are if you
explodes.
had nothing. Mm-hmm. You turn a corner, there's a spooky nun screaming in your face, and before
Yep.
you know it, everybody's dead.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
I did one of the things I did put in this mod pack was a whole bunch of additional loot. It's like 200 and something additional items, and a potion crafter,
Oh, wow.
like
Okay.
an alchemy machine. The alchemy machine is dumb because it's like a mini cart, like a little bucket that's on your ship. You can put it in your inventory. You take it round. When you find something that's purple, that can be an ingredient for the alchemy machine.
Mm.
So you just put 2 ingredients in, and it gives you a little symbol on the front that tells you what it makes, and then you have to shake it to make the potion.
Great.
And it's heavy, so it stays on the floor while you're shaking it. So you're just shaking it, hitting people with it while you're doing it.
Perfect.
It's really, really dumb and funny at the same time. But the interesting one for this time was probably the multitude of loot that got added in, because it all fits in world. It's all presented well. It's like designed well.
Oh, okay.
Like nothing is like super crisp and clean. Everything's just got that slight repo griminess to it,
Right.
that you love to see. There was like something which I'm assuming it was from Undertale because I haven't played Undertale, but there was something that when you picked it up, it flashed on your screen this big like pixelated video of a little character doing a dance
Okay.
and some funny music.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Yep.
There was a jukebox,
Okay. Perfect.
which when you picked it up, it played really loud music, and like, I think it might have had a very similar spinny effect to the music box that you
right.
that you pick up, something like that. But Bill was running around with it like crazy because it's Bill.
Right.
And probably my favorite item is the banana, but the banana man,
Okay.
which is just a statue of a banana man. He's like this, and he's like
Okay.
smiling.
Holding his arms up.
Mhm. And then when you drop it, it plays peanut butter jelly time.
Perfect. I love it. Perfect for elder millennials like
Anytime,
us.
anytime it does damage, it just immediately starts singing peanut butter jelly time.
And it's probably
So
slightly too loud.
a little bit,
Yeah.
and a
Perfect.
little bit like a little bit scuffed on the audio quality too. So
I
it's
love it.
just like
It's a real
the
like
exact right kind of
MP3 I grabbed from LimeWire quality.
yes.
Perfect.
Peanut underscore butter underscore jelly
Not
underscore
an
time
exe underscore.
MP3. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And like someone got peanut butter jelly timed this time when they dropped it and then they died immediately. And it's like, okay,
That's so good.
that's your fault. That's got nothing to do with us. But there's like a whole bunch of like new ingredients, new potions, new loot with all different effects too. Like some of it is lighting, some of it is whatever it may be. But like it helps and it's funny, but it doesn't break the game at all. Even the upgrades
Right.
don't break the game because, like I said, one bad turn, like I was getting chased by something, and then I ran into a room, and the room had the eyeball on the ceiling,
Right.
and I had no stamina left, so I was trying to use my map to back out the room,
Mm-hmm.
and then just couldn't, so I ended up getting got. There was another one where I almost called it the nickname that we call it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that grabs you and runs with you while giggling.
Oh, mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. I'm not going to call it what we call it
Yeah,
on this show because
appreciate
this
it.
is a PG show. That grabbed, ran, and just hunted me directly into one of the ghost nuns that
Mm-hmm.
screamed in my face and killed me. And I was like, yeah, it doesn't make a difference if I have 140 health.
Right.
If I die, I die. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun, and the heads can move now when they're dead.
Oh no. Is that because of a mod or an update?
It's because of a mod.
Okay,
So
that's pretty
like
good.
you can it's basically like Marble Madness with a jump button, except the marble isn't round. It's Super Monkey Ball if they cut the ball in half.
Right. Oh,
It's that
so
kind of
good.
physics where if you want to get any speed up, you've got to maneuver yourself to like on your side, and then you can roll like sideways
Roll like a
down the
tire.
corridor. And there's something quite funny about people who like will chase you down the corridor doing the head hopping thing, talking to you while they're dead,
Right. So
and then
good.
will leave the respawn point because they can't help themselves.
Right. Oh my god.
Bill, Rob,
I love these games.
this is so stupid. I like it was fun, it was stupid, it was hilarious, and you know what? It was just and you know what? After rough weeks, that's exactly what I need on a Friday is just
Exactly.
Chaos Agent Bill dropping in and then just ruining all of our lives.
That's right. In a fun
Open
way.
brackets, complimentary, close
Yeah, exactly.
brackets.
In a fun way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all I've been playing. Boston, tell me about your Pokemon games.
No, not today. I have actually been playing video games this week. I finished the Division 2's seasonal, I think they call it a climax mission. So over the last 12 weeks, the season's almost over. I think it has two or three more weeks. Every week, we've talked about it a little bit, where they had a series of like 3 kind of mystery objectives. And you'd go through and you do those mystery objectives, and then you'd get an audio log that drops. And it was basically like someone from years and years ago in the division fell into a coma and had been in the coma for a couple of years. They just woke up, and now it's someone interviewing them about the inner workings of some of the bad guy stuff. And this week's one was basically like, oh my god, I can't believe it. You missed grabbing an asset. You need to go get the manager. And I was like, okay, sure. That's, yep, all right. So it unlocks this mission, which is just called like Manhunt the Manager. And it's this average length mission. It's not very good. Like I think it has the most frustrating Division 2 design stuff that I really don't like, which is basically like you need to stay in this little circle to protect this generator, but enemies are coming from every side, and it's like that sucks. Like
Yeah.
I don't. There has to be a middle ground of like enemies coming in from every side versus here's the one closet they come out of that you're just firing down and they're dying as soon as they come out. Like that's not much fun either.
Why Left 4 Dead was so game breaking
Right.
or game revolutionizing because it was like, yeah, they could come from here, also here and here and here, and you
Right.
never quite know where they're going to come from.
Right.
I will say though, with the mission name like that, I did not realize that the Division 2 had an audience of Karens, but then you're playing it, so
That's
what
right.
can I say?
Hey, what? So like it was an okay mission. We're going through. I kind of like how the game does this every once in a while. So when you finish the base campaign of the Division 2 and you like clear out all the missions on the map and you do the final mission and everything, the Black Tusk, which is like a very professional well-funded kind of mystery PMC takes over the map. And every time they invade a mission, it's the same mission, like the same mission map you've run before, but it has Black Tusk stuff all over the place. It's like bunkers and vehicles and digital signs and all of their stuff around. I think it looks really cool. And you fight the Black Tusk. So they have like futuristic armor stuff. They're very well funded. They have like better tactics. They're not just going to rush at you. So I like doing the alternate version of those missions. This mission is an alternate version of a different mission, but it just has the Black Tusk stuff around it, and you're fighting the Black Tusk the whole time. And your whole objective is to go extract the manager, but one of the people he was working with, Keiko, I think the person's name was, has sort of figured out that they don't need the manager anymore, or the manager's cat, which there's like so many cat jokes in this in a kind of overly annoying way. So they're just going to kill the manager, and we need to make sure that we take out Keiko and extract the manager before that happens. And the rest of the stuff you're doing in the mission is just like kind of normal Division 2 stuff, which is fine. But then you get to the end of the mission and you extract the manager and like nothing happens. So all of this like seasonal stuff that you've been spending 12 weeks working on and kind of like getting like lore and intel dumps for, at the end they're like, okay, good job extracting the manager, bye. It's like, wait, so what are we doing in next season? Like, is there anything after this for the rest of the season? Like, we've got 2 weeks until year 7 season 2, so like, is that surrounding the manager? Like, I don't even know what we're doing here. So like, that was kind of a bummer thing. I'm not 100% invested in the story. I think it's like the most over the top Tom Clancy thing still, and like they're clearly struggling with figuring out where to take the story at a grand level next. But I feel like if you're going to finish a seasonal story, there needs to be at least some kind of breadcrumb trail to the next season of like, oh, well, he told us what the Black Tusk are to next. We're going to gather intel and figure out what to do. Like, there needs to be something.
Yeah.
And it was a bummer that there wasn't really anything.
I did happen to catch your streaming schedule that you posted up. That's twitch.tv/Janston Plays.
That's correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your support.
What is a stretch goal for the season?
Okay, so this is something that I haven't really run into in any other live service game that I play.
It's Kickstarter terminology,
right,
in a video game.
Destiny doesn't do this. I think they're sort of flirting with getting it done. I don't really play Fortnite anymore. I love Fortnite. I don't have time for it. They don't really do it. They do a bit of a different system. So they are doing a stretch goal thing for, I think, at least the end of the season here in the last 2 or 3 weeks, where basically if you've hit level 100, the maximum on the season pass for this season, basically they're re-enabling season XP, because you don't earn any seasonal XP after you hit 100 because you've completed it. There's no reason for that to drop anymore. Basically what they're doing is they're doing a repeating set of 10 season pass levels. So you'll level basically from like 101 to 110. Once you hit 110, it rolls back to 101, and you can do that as many times as you want. And every time you level up in the season pass, you get a cache. So in the Division, a cache is basically just like a treasure chest they give you. And they're like named item caches, which have named items in them, or optimization caches, which have like materials that you need to optimize your weapons to make them stronger, or crafting caches. You can kind of figure out where most of them, they're named pretty appropriately. Exotic caches have exotic items in them, and so on and so forth. Each level will drop a special cache that works. The first set of items, I think it's 10 items or something, works on a knockout system. So it's like new skins, new outfit items, a new patch, and a new one of the like dangly keychain items, I think. And once you get those, then they're not going to show up in the caches anymore. They also have
the best kind of seasonal rewards for all live service games listening.
100%. And their season pass is actually really good because they give you a lot of cosmetic items, and they give you a lot of like patches, and every like 25 levels or so the patch gets more detailed, so like you can kind of see the patch evolving over the time as you're playing. The big draw, however, though, is once you're done with that stuff, the caches sort of change, and they don't really, but I don't want to talk about like the inside baseball and like how statistics work. But basically the caches change, and they can drop they have a chance to drop an incredible number of very powerful weapons. And some of these weapons are great for people like me because they're like event weapons from events that I wasn't playing during, or seasonal weapons that you could only get during like year 6 season 1, and it's just not really available in the game anymore. Those are kind of dropping like candy. There's also an assault rifle that's dropping is it's like the featured weapon, so it drops at it has a higher chance to drop, called the Lexington, which, based on the YouTuber I watch, big shout out again to Rogue Gold, is like one of the best assault rifles in the game from like a stats standpoint. It says like the highest range and the highest damage and stuff like that, but it's not available very often, and it's dropping out of these stretch goals. There's also a bunch of exotics that can drop, and most interestingly, the raid exotics and the like incursion exclusive exotics and some of the like highest difficulty exotics have a very low chance to drop from these caches as well. So it's one of those things of like, if you go in and you start just leveling, and a lot of the time all you're going to do is just play the game, and it kind of gives you a bunch of XP naturally, you're going to get these caches, and you have a chance to get some pretty cool stuff if you've maxed out the season pass at this point. So it seems cool. I've never really done an event like this in a game, so that's why I'm going to be streaming here on this upcoming Tuesday when it goes live, because I want to see like, cool, how many of these caches can I get in a play session? Like, how many is it dropping stuff that's genuinely cool, or is the stuff that I would want just far too rare for me to even be interested in? Is the juice worth the squeeze for some of this stuff? And if it isn't valuable, that's fine. I just like playing the Division, so I'll just sit there and play for a little bit. That's what I would be doing anyways if I wasn't streaming, so I might as well stream it. But I'm pretty excited to see how that's gonna go, and see how that's gonna work out, and see if I can get some cool stuff that I don't have, because I don't have a lot of that stuff, because I took a very extended break from playing Division 2. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if I can get maybe some ultra rare raid exotics and stuff. I'd really love to get the Eagle Bearer raid exotic, because that thing is apparently just incredibly strong. And we'll see. But Division 2,
I will cross my fingers for you.
I appreciate it. I think it's like they're like, it has higher than regular drop chance. It's at 0.5 now. And I was like, oh, okay. Great. Thanks, man. Like, I think it's cool that, like, if you really want it, you should go run the raid. But if you want to get an incredibly slim chance of getting it, you go in the dark zone, or you can do this event and see if you'll roll the dice and get it. And you, from what I understand, you cannot. Once you hit level 100 in the season pass, you cannot pay to buy any more season pass levels at that point. So you can't just say like, I'm gonna put down $2,000 and I'm just gonna get 400 cash-ins. Let's roll. Like they're not interested in taking your money anymore, which is kind of surprising for a live service game and a little bit refreshing. So
yeah.
But yes, Division 2, that's done. We'll see how I feel about the stretch goals here next week. Little bit of Death Stranding 2 updates. I have completed, I think, 3 more of the shelters, gotten them to 5 stars, based on my the trophy. The trophy tracks like you've completed X out of Y number. Looks like I have 4 left, and I'm down to ones that are kind of like, yeah, man, you don't have a lot of deliveries for them, so good luck. It's like, oh, all right, great. I was hoping that by the time you get to this point, the stuff you find on the ground out in the world would be more likely to be stuff for places you haven't maxed out. That is not the case. Which is fine, but it's sort of like, how much more of this grind do I really want to do? But I don't want to give up because I'm like right at the finish line.
Boy, do I have a desperate game for you.
I know, like I'm in that same thing, but like
we all have the same brainworms. Is
we
the problem.
do, yeah. But there's also like I haven't looked it up, but I know the last challenge, because we talked about it before. Every once in a while, I'll be like, you do a bunch of deliveries, and you're like, it seems like it's stuck. They'll call you and they're basically like, hey man, I have a special order for you to do. One shelter you open up, I think it has to be the last one, if not like the last one of the last few you have to unlock. They are giving you challenges every once in a while, and the previous challenge I did was basically like, okay man, you got 15 minutes to go to a BT zone and gather these things that are in kind of real terrible spots and make it back without breaking any of that stuff. And I was like, okay, that seems easy. It went all the way wrong basically immediately. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm sure these jerks have something really terrible for me when I get to like 4 3/4 stars. I feel like something's going to be really bad. So I'm kind of not looking forward to doing that, really. So we'll see how it goes, though. But that's really everything I've been doing, in that I've like built every road and upgraded every road. And I don't have, like a wild difference between this game and the last game, I don't have a zipline infrastructure, which I still think is kind of wild. Because
by choice or by necessity?
It sort of seems like it's not as necessary in the previous game. So you're probably still going to have some zip lines. The NIMP hasn't run into this yet. So NIMP, if you're listening, please just skip the rest of this chapter. We were talking about the monorails last week. And how you can like ride monorails from like the big like F1 to F2 to F3. A really wild thing.
Or you can buy your way into F1, like
that's
that
true.
guy that owns Jaguar.
That's true. You could ride those like on the monorail. Something that he hasn't run into yet, or maybe necessarily hasn't realized if he's unlocked zip lines yet, is you can actually hop in a zip line. They kind of do the like, it's like a goalpost for American football. You hop in there and you can actually connect a zip line to the magnetic rail that runs the monorail. So you can ride from the zip line onto the monorail, and it will stop and hover you at every monorail stop, which happens about, there's like 5 or 6 of them between every like F F1, F2, F3 point. And you can then use that to connect to other zip lines and like branch off from there. So you kind of have like two zip line infrastructures at the same time in a really interesting way. So like you don't have to build 400 zip lines to connect to everywhere. You just need to get from this place to a monorail line, and then like at a stop, branch from there to wherever you want to go. And it's really cool. And then on top of that, the upgraded roads, it will give you like a timefall shelter on top of it, but it also makes any of your vehicles go faster. So a lot of what I've been doing hasn't been zipline or monorail based. It's been a lot of like, I'm in a big truck and on a level 2 road, I'm just cooking. Like I am moving in a way that is really pretty fun. So I think compared to the first game had a lot of really cool movement tech and like movement options. And in this one, it's sort of like, cool, I want you to do this stuff even faster in a way that I think feels kind of freeing. And I'm a little bit surprised that they're coming into this game making it a little bit easier, as opposed to, I would have thought it would have been like, okay, well, there's going to be some improvements, but this game's going to be harder. And I appreciate that they didn't do that. So,
yeah.
Death Stranding 2 is really great. Last game I have here on the list is FBC Firebreak. Played more of that this week. We had a really good night. We did have one mission that I think got a little buggy in a way that was really frustrating. It was the pink goo level. And for some reason, at some point, as we were getting like further into the level, the pink goo was growing faster than we could destroy it, which felt
that's my least favorite level.
That's one of my favorite ones personally, because I like the it's a lot about fixing stuff. So it's a lot about like, you got to knock all this stuff off of the turbines, and then you need to like fix the stuff that got broken, and let me actually put it here on the stream. You need to like fix all the stuff that got broken by the pink goo, and you're kind of like picking up those plates and attaching them to the like resonance, whatever. I like that level. My least favorite level is the first one, the one with the I don't mind fixing the fans in the first two areas. I just really don't like doing the final area with the furnace. I really don't.
Yeah.
Where you have to like send the barrels down 2 sets of thing. That whole area is like a little bit too frustrating. So like that was a little bit frustrating, but thankfully when you complete that level, the thing you build at the very end wipes out all of the pink goo across the whole level. So once we were able to eventually kind of like limp across that finish line, we were able to kind of finish the whole thing up. One thing that we figured out this week that I didn't realize, and reminder to anybody, I was going to say anybody else that's playing this, but sadly I don't think that's anybody, is that we only get at most 2 hours a week to play this together, and that is if bedtime goes well and work is going well and like nobody is sick, and you know there's a lot of variables, which just happens with life. The question that I had posed to the other guys this week is, we can now do anomalies in all 5 of the levels, and we're getting to the point where more of our upgrades in the kind of skill tree upgrade tree thing need a bunch of those materials. So what does everybody need to get to the upgrade that they're looking for? We should go play those levels and like focus on getting those upgrades. And I think it was Bill said, oh, I need this one to upgrade my wet bullets to the 3rd level. And I was like, okay, let's go do that. Let's go see what happens. I am really impressed by the third level upgrade for all of these things, because it turns them what the game calls resonant, and it essentially means, so in your loadout, you have 9 slots for skills that are available, and you unlock them as you kind of level stuff up. And the level 1 of a skill takes up 1 slot. Level 2 of a skill takes up 2 slots, but it gives you a much larger benefit than the first one. So like level 1 of reloading faster does it pretty okay. Level 2 does a huge boost, and then level 3 for any of these skills, it shares to your whole party. And it's so cool because like now that he did that investment, all 3 of us have wet bullets now, and all the other 2 of us can now focus on
use a different thing.
Use a totally different upgrade, because like wet bullets are really strong because when the hiss are wet, they move more slowly and they don't have as much health. So it's a huge
and in the
benefit.
post-it note level, like they need to be wet before you can kill them.
Exactly. So like that's a huge upgrade, and it's like, okay, now we can start focusing on like upgrading our skill for having more shields when you're rezzing your party members, which the party member res is still one of my favorite things in this game, of you just like patting the other person on the back and saying like, you can, it's okay, buddy, why don't you get back up. Like it's not you don't have like any tools or anything. It's just like, you can do it, buddy. Let's get back to the job. I think that's really great. And this game is still really good. I know Remedy just came out recently. It's like, we're pretty not happy. We're pretty unhappy with how the game has been received and the lack of players, but we're going to keep supporting the game, and we're going to find ways to get people onboarded onto this. The people that I see still reviewing this game are like, you shouldn't have made this game, you should have just made Control 2, and it's like, okay,
what do you think they're doing in the background?
They are still doing that. And also the number of people that are like, I play this game for 15 minutes and it sucks, and it's like, yeah, cool, you need to play this for like, it's one of the rough parts about this game. You and your 2 friends need to play it for a couple of sessions, and I think only once you start investing in upgrading your kit and you figure out which of the skills you like, and you start getting like the secondary skills, and you start getting your secondary like your deployable and stuff like that, like that's where the game starts getting really wild. Like I have a thing now where I attach a piggy bank to the end of my wrench, and when I hit an enemy with it, it starts a tornado. And it's like, you have the like wild control stuff. Like the number of people that are still out there saying like, it's just not control. It's like, no, it is. You just have to play more than 10 minutes of it, and you can very clearly see it's still the wild bananas control that you liked in the single player game. It's just, unfortunately, you do have to have, I think you should have 2 friends with you. If you're playing with randos, friendly reminder, this game does not have voice chat in it, which is still wild, and probably not a bad idea based on how the internet is right now. Like, it's going to be hard to try to get your team together and on the same page if you can't really talk to them. And it really is that kind of team play game, and the kind of thing of like, okay, we're almost done with the level, but we need to farm for intel, or here's a big cache of intel, or I'm going to open a shelter, which means there's going to be a bunch of pool noodle boys that are going to come, and a bunch of heavies that now the heavies unfortunately slow you as they shoot you, which is like the worst upgrade this game has ever gotten. I really hate it. But like, it really does need that level of communication, which I understand if people don't have or don't want to do. And I understand if people give this game a shot and realize like, oh, really isn't a game for me, because again, it's not Control 2, but it really is cool, and we are really having a blast with it. We've been playing it basically every week we're able to since it came out, and I'm still really looking forward to it every week. Like, I hope they do add more levels in at some point, because there's only 5 levels at this point, but each level's pretty long, and you're still doing the same objectives, but I feel like enough of it is different, run over run, to make it interesting, I think. And you're still working for the kind of upgraded materials, so it's like, okay, we'll go do this one, and we'll get enough upgrade materials to get one more upgrade, so that's worth it, and then we'll run another one after that to see if we can do something different. So I don't know, I like Firebreak.
I still like it.
Yeah, have you guys been still playing it every once in a while?
No, because of the work situation that I've been in.
Yeah, it's hard to find time
to. Yeah, because hopefully maybe this Friday, on the non-bill night,
right.
we might find time to. But it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's like an hour to 2.
Yeah,
to like run through, and like when we've been playing it 2 players, not even 3 players.
Right.
And it's been going absolutely fine when we've been playing 2 players.
I think that's my only soft criticism of this game. It's like it's a double-edged sword, because I think it is good, but it can be frustrating sometimes. Is that each one of these levels is pretty long. If you're gonna do like all 3 stages of each level, that can get pretty long, especially if the level is going all the way wrong, which I think is cool, because I don't want to spend only 15 minutes on the level, and you can, as you can say like, oh, I only want to do like stage 1 and stage 2, or like just stage 1, we only have 10 minutes left, but let's go get some more intel or something. You can still do that.
Yeah,
doing a full run of a level still can feel pretty big, unfortunately. So but yeah, still having a lot of fun with Firebreak. I think it's really cool. I think a lot of it has worked. We haven't really run into any real technical issues, which I think has been really great. It's been a pretty smooth experience. So I'm really excited to see what kind of build crafting we can do once we start getting more resonant skills. Like, okay, you do this one, and all of us will get it. I'll do these 3, and all of us will get it. This person will get like a bunch of level 1 and level 2s, and maybe not share stuff. Like, I think there's some potentially really cool build crafting, especially because each of us likes a totally different one of the kits. So we're never really fighting about like, oh, I want to play this one, I want to play that one, which has been pretty nice. So FBC Firebreak's still great. It's on Game Pass. It's on PS Plus. You probably own one of those, so you and hopefully your friends can check it out. It's cool. That's all I'm playing this week. Let's take a break.
Yep.
Me.
Ma.
Pharaoh Reigns in chat is right. Remedy games rarely have tech issues. That's true. I think that engine is typically pretty rock solid. Alrighty.
It reminds me of the Reach for the Moon engine, to be honest. Like, that seems to be pretty solid at this point too.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's one good part about having an in-house engine. And especially, it seems like Remedy especially doesn't have a high turnover. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that has been my impression. So probably a lot of people on that team just know that engine inside and out after all these years. So like, I'm sure that's why we got Firebreak as quickly as we did once they announced it. Is sort of like, okay, yeah, like we got this engine. Let's keep improving it. Let's keep adding stuff to it, and they have the assets from Control. Like, let's make a multiplayer thing.
Yep.
So
I'm honestly, from everything I've seen about the Battlefield 6 beta as well, like I'm very, very happy to see DICE using the Frostbite engine again instead of
yeah,
a third party
yep,
like EA Studio. Like I think the Frostbite is a super powerful engine,
yep,
but it was built and designed for DICE,
right,
for Battlefield.
right. Yeah, some of the other stuff they've used it for has struggled a little bit. So
Mhm. And also, let's not forget the Call of Duty engine still has Unreal Tournament like code inside of it for the online
yep,
multiplayer.
yep, yep. There's anything that runs on Source engine also has Half-Life One multiplayer code in it too, which is
Yep.
like you had to write that stuff super efficiently back then for people that were playing on modems, which was everybody. So like,
Yep.
why would you get in there and kind of muck around with something that is probably incredibly efficient?
Yeah. I think the problem is to rewrite that, you're probably talking about like a couple of years to like basically recode it all
Yeah,
to
overhaul the
like
whole
modern
thing.
standards.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that can be done
No.
quickly, cheaply, or by AI.
Well, and it's probably something too that people look at that code and they're like, I don't want to do that. Or it's like something that Carmack wrote himself. You know, like
Uh-huh.
it's probably just like I don't want to touch. His code's clean. I
Dude,
don't want to touch it.
could you imagine looking in the notes
Mm-hmm.
for it and being like, I this line of code does this, I don't know why. And it's from like
Oh,
1997.
that's so common. Yeah. You can so much of that stuff is open source now. I think like Quake and before is open source. Doom 3 is open source as well. Someone just made a brand new game based on the Doom 3 engine. Who was it? Oh, it was
Flashlight
the
engine?
yeah, it was oh my god, it just came out and it was huge. It's the immersive sim from the Blendo guys. Uh what is that game called? It's the one that just came out and is huge. Ah, damn it. What is their
Skin deep?
Skin Deep? Yeah, that's on the Doom 3 engine, which is wild. But that engine was solid when it came out. It just had a lot of design issues from a gameplay perspective.
Yep.
All right, are you ready to wrap this thing up?
Sure.
All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's talk releases for the week of August 18th, 2025. Sword of the Sea comes out on PS5 and PC. It's available on PS Plus Extra and Premium day and date. This is developed by Giant Squid, the studio that made Obzu and The Pathless. If you haven't seen this, it basically looks like sword surfing Journey and doing some cool flips and tricks and twists and stuff.
And if you didn't know, Abzu was Ocean Diving Journey.
Yeah, yes. We played that on Game Club years and years and years ago, and I think all of us had a blast playing that.
Really good.
Yeah, if you haven't played Obzu, usually it's like $2 or $3 to get into, and it's a really cool experience. So I think Sword of the Sea looks really cool. I'm glad I was gonna buy it, but I'm glad it's on PS Plus, and I'm hopefully gonna stream it this week, and we'll see what it turns out to be. I think it looks super fun. So hopefully we'll talk about it next week.
Some of these half pipe shots make me think of California Games for the Mega Drive.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 100%. Just also doing it with like whales and schools of fish. Looks great. That's Sword of the Sea. Next up is Black Myth Wukong. Comes out on Series consoles. It is coming out on Series X and S. I know there was a bit of a concern from the development team about getting it to work on S, but it seems like they figured it out. I don't know if we need to talk about the biggest game of last year, but and potentially one of the most divisive, but seemed like people liked this okay. It didn't really set the world on fire as much as people were expecting, but I know it has some
I mean, so it
fans out
sold
there.
gangbusters. I know that
It
much.
did sell really, really well, yeah. And I know some people were like not too happy with some of the design choices that that the team made, but apparently it was solid. So I'm glad to see it's coming out to more platforms. Next week we'll definitely be talking about a bunch of cool games that are finally coming out to Xbox platforms, but that's not this week. Next game here is Discounty, coming out PS5, Series Console, Switch, and PC. This is a game I've been looking out for quite a while. It's been in development for a while here with a pretty small team. It's a running a store, running a shop sort of game, where you're buying your stock, you're selling it, you're doing the layout for your store, you're getting to know your customers, you're doing all that stuff, with a pretty fun style behind it. It reminds me a lot of it's that roguelike we played that was the shop one, where you go in the dungeon. It just got a sequel.
Moonlighter.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Moonlighter.
The one I've recently been going through hell with.
Yes. It looks a lot like Moonlighter, but if you were just running the store. And I think that looks cool. I like how this game looks. So glad to see it's finally coming out. Last game here, Herdling, comes out on PS5, Series Console, Switch 2, and PC. This is on Game Pass day and date. As the trailer just said, I didn't realize that this was the next game from the creators of Far, Changing Tides, which is
another Game Club game.
Yeah, another Game Club game. We never played the first game. We just played the second one.
Yes, we did the second one.
Yeah. This is a kind of a cool looking, like you're guiding a herd of mythical creatures across this. I don't want to say the countryside is bleak, but it's a bit kind of grayer than expected. Maybe it kind of opens up later in the game. But looks like you and your kind of fuzzy beasts, you're gonna take a big adventure, do some puzzles. Probably something horrible is gonna happen to one of them, because that's how all these games go.
What's that? It looks like a 3D sheep version of the game where you get dysentery. Are those heads gonna get dysentery?
Oh, Oregon Trail.
Yes.
I hope not, but I don't know. I sort of like.
Can sheep get dysentery?
Well, that's a really great question for our next show called "Can It Get Dysentery?" I kind of like. I know this isn't really fair, but I feel like I kind of don't trust any of these games now to not be like, yeah, we killed the dog in the end. It's like, come on, man.
No, dude, 100%.
Everybody can live happily at the end of the journey.
I hate to say this, but that's how you get. That's the easiest emotional drawstring that you can pull on.
Yep.
Is you kill the beloved character. Minus spoiler alert, you know, Joel, so on and so forth.
Sure.
That kind of stuff.
Your buddy of the last 10 to 20 hours, he died.
Uh-huh.
My father figure, no.
Yes, Joel.
Yeah.
/whoever. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so this looks cool. I'm curious to see how it gets reviewed, but I don't expect myself to play it because of heart-wrenching reasons. So,
out of curiosity, was there a heart-wrenching game that you went in knowing it was going to be heart-wrenching and it hit you even harder despite that?
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. That one is sort of like famous for being like, guys, you don't even know what happens, and it's the hardest, it's the worst. You're going to be so upset. And I was like, no big deal. And when it does hit that moment in the game, I was like, duh. My feelings.
So for me, the first time I played that was like the remastered version, so never really hit me as hard because I'd already had that all taken away from me.
Sure.
it was Doki Doki from Pharaoh in chat is a good
That's a
call.
really good one too. Of like, I know something's coming, I don't know what, and then it happens, and I'm like, Jesus, okay, woof.
I can tell you the one that everybody's forgotten about, but everyone always is like, nope, don't do that.
Sure.
Spiritfarer.
Oh, yeah, but that game hits you like 15 times. Like it's just, oh,
Uh-huh.
surely the next
That's
one
what
will
I'm
be
saying.
easy.
It's slow tragedy
Uh-huh.
car crash that you
I
love and
love
you
that game
cannot
so
help but
much.
play through.
I love that game so much, and like part of the reason why I love
If you
Spiritfarer so much
if you're
is because
listening
of
to
that.
this and you haven't played it, go play it.
Spiritfarer
Please.
is really great, and like part of the reason why I love it so much is like a very honest, vulnerable look at grief in like a way that doesn't feel performative.
In so many different aspects,
Yeah,
like so many different
100%.
variations of it, so
Yeah.
many viewpoints of it, like the divorced couple who meet each other in the afterlife. Like
Yeah.
there's
So good.
so much stuff in there.
I love that game so much, man. All right, that's all of our releases. We don't really have all the news is bad right now. I don't have any news stories. It all kind of it's either bad or Gamescom is next week. So like
So nothing's coming out.
it's the like, hey, what are we looking forward to? The top 10 games for Gamescom. Brr, 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 brr.
Keep sending questions so the Boston can fill up the question bucket.
Yeah.
To steal Remap's terminology, because I think
bucket.
this year we've got at least. I think this year we've got at least 2 or 3 episodes that we're going to need to cover while people are not here.
Yeah,
so...
over the next couple months, we're going to have to do some mailbag episodes. So, yes, thank you for reminding me. You can send that over at tvgp.tv. We have all the links. Discord.tvgp.tv for the Discord server. tvgpfans@gmail.com. Just send us an email over there. It'll all get added to the giant unwieldy show notes for the mailbag, and then we just kind of start picking stuff out of that long term.
You should throw all the questions in a spinny wheel.
Okay.
As you get a question put it in a spinny wheel, and then we can do the spinny wheel to answer the questions. And then it's literally we can't do research, we can't do anything. Why did I think of this now?
We got to do it.
What have I done?
Well, the last one we did alternating foodcast and a regular question, so we got to have a different theme this time. So, but also please send in your foodcast questions. Those ones are all
dude. You should put, because I know you can do this. You should put together a Google Doc where people just fill out the question and it automatically gets added to the spinny wheel.
I should do that. I'll have to do that at some point. Anyways,
when I ask a question, put it on here. We add it to the spinny wheel, and then if we have the time, we can go like we can do 2 spins today, and then you just spin the wheel.
Tick, 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 tick. Yeah. Send your questions over tvgp.tv. Everywhere to find and follow us is on the right-hand side of the page. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe over on the YouTube videos. Everything that hits the public feed has a video version of it as well. If you want to listen to the Game Club episode we just came out with, there's an audio version out there in this very feed. There's also a video version, too, if you want to see all of us talking about it. Hit the Discord server. Please rate and review us positively only on your podcatcher of choice, especially kind of the big ones, the Spotify, the Apple Podcasts, whatever Google is calling their podcast app today. It changes all the time. That stuff really, really does help for this show and any other show you like. That really helps discovery, especially because it'll say like, oh, other people that listen to these shows that you listen to this thing as well, and they love it. So that really does help any show. And don't forget our Patreon over at e1m1.cash.
Those ones are the numbers.
The $5 tier is a recommend one. Anything above and beyond that is greatly appreciated, or for your rich friends. I think that's it. It's very hot in this room, so we're going to see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
It's also really bothering me. Somebody sent me added me on the TVGP Discord, discord.tvgp.tv, and there's just the little red 1 sitting there, and I'm like, what is it? What is it?
I mean, that's the video game from the Xbox 360, the big red one.
That's right.
Oh, that was like PlayStation 2, right?
1 versus 100, yeah. All right, Moon.
Big red 1 game. Call of Duty 2, the big red one.
Oh, there you go. Favor in chat says
PlayStation 2.
It's not me this time, LOL. I would normally look at it, but if I go look at it because of how I capture Moon's camera, it's just going to show everything on stream. So,
dude, pop out my video. Like, just do what I do. Pop that video out.
I know, but then like XSplit is not a great program. It gets very confused when I like change stuff around, so it works and I'm just leaving it. If I have to like change any of this stuff, I have to redo like the whole stream, and it's so frustrating. Anyways, what are your titles this week?
Hold on, I'm checking to see who added you.
Okay. Detective Moon is on the case. Is it about the Pokemon?
It wasn't in general. It wasn't in general, so I give up.
Okay.
Okay, titles. I didn't mess it. Brain goes brrrr. Wait, what? Comp Stomp It. I hate Geography 2. 2 menu inputs. I'm a sicko. Ruining all of our lives. Open brackets, complimentary. Close brackets, probably a little bit too long.
I wish it wasn't that long.
Manhunt the Manager. Audience of Karens, and Can Sheep Get Dysentery?
Also, big shout out to Pharaoh in the chat says all mammals can get dysentery. Good to know. We learn I want to learn something new every day. Something new I learned today.
Yep.
I didn't mess it up. I don't sleep. I went into my Xbox. Geography is my biggest weakness. That's a Ubisoft map. It gives you days, and brain goes brrrr.
I like brain goes brrrr.
Yeah, I'll put a check.
I also like Can Sheep Get Dysentery?
Yeah, I forgot to write that down. Sheep get dysentery? Question mark. I don't like anything more than I like Brain Goes Brrrr. I think that's the strongest one.
I'm about the same, if I'm completely honest.
I think we have a lot of really good titles this week, but I think that for me is the kind of standout one.
Yeah. Okay. Brain Goes Brrrr. It is. While I remember, I need to tie a knot in my hoodie strings.
Oh yeah, the ever critical. It's going in the washer or dryer or not.
It's been through the washer twice, and both times the hoodie string has escaped the hoodie.
Escaped containment.
Yes. Same with my other hoodies over there.
It just says peace, no peace.
To do the string. Well, man, hoodies always choose violence when there's no knot in the string.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Are you thinking of hoodies choosing violence? Is that like the mental image that went through your head?
I was making the most ridiculous Independence Day reference you could make.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Peace, no peace. And then the president says, "What do you? If you don't want peace, what do you want?" Remember when the alien shoves the scientist against the window?
Yes, yeah. in the chamber. Yes.
Peace, no peace. That one.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, let me know when you're ready. Now that I've distracted
I've been thinking for like 5 minutes, bro.
Well, it'd help if I wasn't distracting you so much.
No, that's fine, because otherwise people are just going to sit here and listen in silence.
That's true. We'll talk about the new Deftones album coming out next week that I'm very excited about, August 22nd.
I haven't... Write it down. I have barely listened to any Deftones. I don't know Deftones, bro. I like how you immediately switched to the... I'm
just going to open Critical Misses dash media list here. We're just going to do a production meeting right now. E1M1.cash.
Oh. Pharaoh with the...
I know,
the
Pharaoh and I already talked
about...
Plate. She does not like... She does not like Deftones. I'm not like the biggest Deftones defender. There's just like 2 or 3 albums that I really click with, and a bunch of stuff that I'm like, that's fine.
Oh, that might be a good 2 for them.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
As we do another production meeting for the 3rd week in a row.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 930 for August 18th, 2025. Brain goes, brrr.
Now with a side of clank, clank, clank.
All right, thank you very much, everyone, for listening and watching. We do greatly appreciate it, and thank you for everyone hanging out with us in chat. We hope we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Probably the same time. Ish. That's what I wrote on the stream schedule. 2:30-ish.
Ish, yes.
Yeah, it depends on how long.
You know
the
what I
outcast
just
goes.
realized would be the best joke ever if this situation comes up again?
Yeah.
I'm hoping Nimp doesn't listen this far enough into the outtakes
Nimp, get out of here.
to hear this bit. Next time he's off, I'm just going to pass it to Nimp on the intro.
There you go. All right, thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you all next week. Bye.